What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we got a brand new update for CoD WW2, and in this update we have two brand new pistols that have been added to the game. Now in today's video, I'm not going to go into extreme detail with these pistols, that'll be reserved for the gun guide series, and I should have a gun guide episode out for each of these within the next week or so. But today I thought I'd go over some of the basic stats and just kind of let you guys know whether or not you might be interested in getting these pistols. So first up, let's go over the cost with armory credits. If you want to get these pistols, you can go into the Quartermaster collections, and they've actually added several new collections under the Resistance event. First up, we have the collection for the Reichsrevolver. With this one, you'll get the Iron Hand variant if you get every single one of the items within that collection, and if you wanted to just straight up buy it with armory credits, like I did for the purpose of this video, it will cost you a total of 23,625 armory credits. So quite a lot. This is actually more than the primary weapons that were added at the beginning of the Resistance event, so it's definitely going to cost you a lot of those armory credits for this pistol, and it's not much different for the second one. The second pistol is the Enfield Number Two, and with this one, it's going to cost you 22,975 armory credits. So for both of these, approximately 23,000 armory credits to unlock. So right off the bat, it's not looking too good for these pistols. There's a good chance that you probably don't have or want to spend the armory credits on these particular pistols that have been added, but let's get into a couple of the stats to see if you might be interested in getting one of them. First up, let's cover the Reichsrevolver. The Reichsrevolver is the one with the faster fire rate, but keep in mind this fire rate is slower than the 9mm SAP. It appears to be pretty close to the fire rate of the P08, and this one is going to be a 3 to 5 shot kill. I haven't tested the exact ranges on this, but it's always going to be a 3 to 5 shot kill. One thing to keep in mind with this as well is it has a pretty slow reload animation, but you can get around that by using the shifty basic training skill and swapping to your primary and then quickly swapping back to your secondary. So that's not too much of an issue if you're running a setup like this. But overall, my thoughts on this is it's just not quite as good as a 9mm SAP. It seems to be pretty much right in line with the P08 Luger, keeping in mind that I've had very little playtime with it so far. That just appears to be what it's like based on my initial testing. Getting into the second pistol, this is the Enfield Number Two, and with this one, this is more of a high damage, low rate of fire pistol. And this one is a 2 to 4 shot kill. So up close, you can get 2-shot kills, just like with the M1911. I haven't tested the exact range on this. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit higher than the 1911 because it doesn't have too much else going for it. Its rate of fire appears to be noticeably slower than the 1911. My initial hand tests are coming up with approximately 275 rounds per minute, which is definitely the slowest in the pistol category. And it also has very high vertical recoil between each shot. So this thing looks like it's going to be very good up close, possibly with duelist as well. This is going to be a very good pistol to use, but aside from that, it's not going to be that great. So personally, out of these two pistols, I'm definitely liking the first one, the Reichsrevolver. I'm liking it a little bit more, but like I said, I don't like it nearly as much as the 9mm SAP. I don't think it's nearly as good. And therefore, I would recommend just saving your armory credits on these. I wouldn't spend all your armory credits trying to unlock these unless you just absolutely need them, because it seems like they're just inferior compared to the pistols that we already have. One other thing I wanted to mention with this update, keeping in mind I haven't seen any patch notes yet at the time of recording this video. Hopefully we'll get some soon and I can record a much more thorough video, especially if there's some weapon balancing changes, which I hope they've made a few weapon balancing changes. But one other thing I wanted to mention here is with the Resistance Division, a lot of people have been asking for the ability to disable the Scrambler perk. And the reason for this is the Scrambler perk basically just tells the enemies that you're on your way or that you're nearby, and then they can be on high alert and they can just kill you. So people were asking for that to be disabled, and it turns out with this update, you now have the ability to disable your Scrambler when you're playing the game with the Resistance Division. All you have to do is hit left on the D-pad, just like you would if you were loading an incendiary shell or putting a suppressor on your weapon. Initially, when I first heard this was the case, I didn't like the sounds of it because it was the one thing that kind of kept that sixth sense ability in check with the Resistance Division. This is the ability to see the direction of a nearby enemy on your minimap. The thing that kept that balance is if you have Scrambler, then they know you're within the area, but you'll know exactly the direction they're going to be in, so you still have the advantage in that fight. If they just had the ability to remove Scrambler, I feel like that would make it a bit on the overpowered side. But it turns out, if you disable the Scrambler, you also disable your Sixth Sense ability. This is a great way to balance it. I think this was awesome. I'm glad they gave us that ability, but also kept it balanced. And with that, I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of this update so far? First off, what do you guys think of the new pistols? Have you tried them yet? Or are they just not worth the armory credits for you? And second, what do you think about the ability to remove your Scrambler ability while also removing Sixth Sense at the same time? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.